safe, clean environments are the top priorities for all Vermont school-sponsored activities. This is especially true with respect to a person's race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, national origin, ethnic differences, or disability. Any violation on the court or in the stands can result in game stoppages, ejections, or forfeits. Let's work together to ensure a positive, supportive, and healthy learning environment for everyone involved, and have a great game. Thank you for your cooperation. Now for the starting lineups. The visiting Winooski Spartans. Number 3, Destin Igwa. Number 11, Hassan Muhammad. Number 12, Jahar Dawg. Number 14, Sayed Ahmed. And number 15, Chris Bunker, and the rest of the Spartans, who are coached by Sam Jackson, assisted by Josh Safran. And now the starting lineup, your Mississippi Thunderbirds. Number 2, Reed Myers. Number 11, Devondre Penn. Number 12, Dave Redberg. Number 15, Drew Burge. And number 22, Gavin Nichols, and the rest of the Thunderbirds, who are coached by Matt Walker, assisted by Nick Cutting and Richard Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, performed by Sorrel Capperston.
You are viewing live from Swanton, Vermont, in the Thunderdome, where the Missisquoi Valley Thunderbirds are hosting Winooski, a matchup early in both teams' schedules. MVU, having played 4 contests, they have yet to claim their first victory, but they, as Coach Walker is proud to point out, have done better in the point differential category than they did through those first 4 matchups and opponents a season ago. Winooski, meanwhile, has had about a half dozen scrimmages, but only 2 official contests, 1 big win against BFA Fairfax, and a nail-biter loss to Milton. What we will see from Winooski in this contest, a bit of anyone's guess, as the Spartans had a 20-point victory over the Bullets and a 5-point loss to the Yellow Jackets. Against BFA Fairfax, they scored 65 points. Against Milton, they scored 34. MVU, meanwhile, has been a bit more consistent, topping 50 points 3 times through their 4 contests. The tip is up and controlled by the Thunderbirds. Drew Burge, one of several seniors in the starting rotation for MVU, as this one is off to a fast clip in the early going. The first 3-pointer attempted, Gavin Nichols unsuccessfully, but the rebound to Gage Redberg, and he gets fouled. 13 seconds. We've already had 1 shot, 1 rebound, and a foul. The foul goes to Winooski's. They put it on the scoreboard as 55. I believe they meant 15, and that is Chris Bucher. He is a senior for the Spartans. Gage Rembert hands off to Gavin Nichols. Nichols goes to Javondre Penn. With a quick handoff to Reed Myers. To the top of the key is Rembert. Kicks outside. Nichols unable to receive that one, and a turnover for the Thunderbirds. Winooski, Dustin Enwa, a junior point guard, number 3. A lot of quick handoffs for them as from the corner, a three-pointer, no good. That was Hussein Mohammed, and it was Rembert with the board. He's got a pair of them already. He had a career high in rebounds, did Rembert, with 9 rebounds in Missisquo's last contest, a near loss to to Lake Region. Another three-pointer launched unsuccessfully for the Spartans. Hussein Mohammed, number 11. Justin Enwa guarding the ball as Myers drives in. Contact, no call, as his runner is off the mark. Here come the Spartans the other way. Penn, transition defense, kick out to the corner and up top as they will slow and reset. A three-pointer from the top. In and out. Myers with the board. Here's Missisquoi, not quite a fast break. Good no-look pass from Nichols as Rembert thought about it and thought the better of it. Penn, quick pass to Taberge. Fade away, no good. And Rembert tips for it. His tip pass unsuccessful, but you can credit him with the rebound. That's 3 already for Rembert as Taberge is going to be subbed out for fellow Drew Wood, the junior. To mention that Missisquoi heavy with the seniors. There are, in fact, only 2 juniors on the squad. One of them, Javondre Penn, got the starting nod. The other, Drew Wood, is in there in the low block right now. Missisquoi seems to be in a man defense. And Winooski staying on the outside, trying to find a way in or look for a deep shot. They've tried a couple of three-pointers, 3 in fact in the early going, all unsuccessfully. Penn guarding Enwa. Enwa kicks outside. Shot fake, and another thought of a three-pointer. Outside three-pointer, air ball from number 14, Jacoby Hammett. And here comes Myers the other way. Rembert could not catch it, and it is now 3 turnovers for the Thunderbirds in less than 3 minutes of play. Mohammed, the ball carrier, being guarded by Myers. Kicks out to the corner, three-pointer is overshot, and the Missisquoi Thunderbirds almost turn it over again. They never fully had possession, and the Spartans' possession will continue. There were 3 T-Bird players around that rebound, and somehow none of them able to grip it. And the first non-three-pointer attempted for the Spartans successfully. Chris Bucher gets the first points of the game, 3.5 minutes into it. Myers to Rembert. Rembert inside to Wood. Back out to Rembert. Foot on the line. Ref missed it. It's called a three-pointer. Rembert's going to take it, though his toe was on that line right in front of this vantage point. Missisquoi with the early advantage. Rembert already with 5 rebounds. Myers inside. Wood unable to get the position as it's stolen away by Jacoby Hammett. The Spartans come the other way. Runner no good. Penn got a hand on it, couldn't get 2 hands on it. And Winooski will inbound from under their own basket. Trenton Gardner, if I stand mistaken, there were 3 juniors on the Thunderbird squad. Gardner is the 3rd. good height for MVU this season. Several players over 6 feet. And another offensive rebound for Winooski. A little too much contact as Enwa came out of the middle with it. Branches of those trees pounding down upon him. The foul being called on Drew Wood, number 14. That's the first team foul for MVU. From the corner, Bucher thought about it. He's missed his first 2, decided not to make it 0 for 3. Enwa kicks out. Mohammed back to Enwa. Enwa, met by several defenders, had the shot attempt blocked and out of bounds. Winooski again will inbound from under their own basket. We've played 4.5 minutes. There are 5 combined points. Both teams struggling to get it going in the early going. Good active hands from the Missisquoi defense, but they throw it away immediately. And here come the Spartans, stolen by Nichols. Nichols with the baseball pass to Myers. Air mailed it, and it's going back. A half dozen turnovers for Missisquoi in less than 5 minutes of work. Enwa being guarded by Javondre Penn. Dribble handoff, and Penn has now guarded 3 players this possession. Myers will stay with the ball handler, Destin Enwa. And Myers sticks with Enwa, who tries a 3-pointer off the front iron, tipped high from Nichols, and Winooski retains control. 3-pointer, launched, back iron, and Nichols with the rebound. It was Bucher with the 3-point attempt. He's tried 2. As Gardner almost lost control, found Penn in the corner. Penn pivots out, finds Myers. Myers with the mid-range jumper, up and in! And it's a 5-2 Thunderbird lead. MVU has struggled to hold on to the ball. They have had a half dozen turnovers. They have not been giving themselves many good opportunities in the early going, and yet they lead it 5-2. From the corner, Enwa gets a swish, and no doubt about that one as Penn comes out smiling. 5-5. Gardner looking for Myers. Myers trying to post up there as Wood kicks over to Nichols. Nichols goes to Myers, who's posting up again. Turn around, kicks outside to Wood. Wood thought about it, hands off to Nichols. Nichols with a quick turn to his left, drives in, floats to the right, bounces up and in. Sorry, in and out, meant to say. And here comes Winooski the other way, contact, no foul, quick putback, but no. And off of the hands of Oliver Mathis Villario, it will be a Missisquoi ball. I misspoke on the Nichols runner. Nichols, who is the Energizer bunny, still in there while several other players have checked out. MVU might have botched a substitution there, and the officials are going to check this one out. There were 6 Thunderbird players on the court for a moment, and I think because it had been whistled in and the one official didn't notice it, it may be a technical on the Thunderbirds. But the officials instead may be assuming blame and are straightening it out on their own end. Perhaps the horn did not come from the bench when the substitution was made. And Nichols, who I mentioned, the Energizer bunny, using that opportunity to get a quick drink of water, and in so doing, spilled a drop or two. Coach Walker wiping it up. Nichols helping out as well. So at the scoreboard, we're straightening out the time. And while we do so, it's as good a time as any to make note of some of our sponsors who make this broadcast possible. I'm going to multitask and try to get my sponsor read up while I keep an eye on what's going on by the scores table. There may be an issue with the clock as they try to, I think they had taken a second off before realizing that Missisquoi had not completed the substitution. But for whatever reason, they're having an issue with the clock as they try to reset it. As it is, these players have been standing around for about 2 minutes. It looks like the clock is mostly straight. We're back to 1 minute, 19 seconds, which seems more accurate than the 21 seconds it had shown. As we inbound, we will take a moment to thank our community sponsors that make this live sports coverage possible. Splish Splash, Clean and Clear, Northwestern Rehab Services, Notch, Vermont, as Rembrandt drives in. Got 2 in the air, but moved his pivot foot. And another turnover for the Thunderbirds as Myers checks back into the contest, replacing Josh Young. My Healthy Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans, Annie's Fairfield, and Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. Muhammad loses the ball, a rare turnover for Winooski as Gardner comes up with it, almost threw the pass away to Myers. And under a minute to play, we are tied 5-5. This would shock just about everybody if this rate were to continue. We had a 20-20 regulation score. Expect the offense to pick up a little bit as Nichols almost lost that one. Myers managed to stay inbounds, turn around, and get the three-pointer. It's an 8-5 lead as Myers now adds to his total. He's got 5. Muhammad being guarded by Nichols. Missisquoi looking sort of like a ball screen as amazingly Muhammad was able to get the shot off, and Nichols fighting for it with Bucher. Jump ball possession to the Spartans. Young will check back in. Quick shot from Muhammad. In and out. Rebound to Bucher. Blocked a bit by Young, but he got a little contact with the ball, and it's going to be a foul on Josh Young, his first, and it will send Bucher, the senior forward, to the line shooting 2. First free throw good. Bucher's second attempt off the left side to Burge with the rebound to Rembert. 2 seconds, 1 second, he is unaware. And after a quarter, it is an 8-6 Thunderbird lead. After recognizing some of our sponsors, we'll also remind you that if your business would like to help sponsor our live coverage, you can reach out to Paul Snyder at Northwest Access TV. You can check out the website for more details, northwestaccess.tv. To those of you watching at home or streaming away from home, wherever you might be, we would like to thank Northwestern Counseling and Support Services and the Afterglow Foundation. The two organizations have been working together to prevent suicide deaths in our community. If you are concerned about yourself or a loved one, there are people in our community that can help. You can reach out to NCSS 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on their confidential emergency services line. It's 802-524-6554, and then you can press 1. Or you can always call or text 988. One call, text, or chat could save a life. Second quarter about to get going. 8-6, the Thunderbirds lead. Tabor Rich has checked into the contest. The Thunderbirds leading rebounder and scorer when healthy, as Rembert, another errant pass, and turnovers continue to plague the Thunderbirds in this contest. Rich had a bad ankle sprain in their 2-point loss to Linden Institute. A big body down low with great coordination. An all-around athlete for the Thunderbirds, also one of the stars of the baseball team in the springtime. And in warm-ups, he was looking pretty good. Had a few dunk attempts. They were intending to play him, but not expecting him to be 100%. So that's why he's just checked in here in the second quarter. We'll see if he's able to make much of an impact. The foul, by the way, was on Josh Young. Unfortunately for Gage Rembert, the foul occurred just before Rembert was able to be credited with one of his trademark blocks. Incredible coordination from Rembert as Bucher moves around, is able to pivot around Young, and the foul is credited to Tabor Rich. That's his first. So it took him 40 seconds of check-in time to get on the stat sheet, though not the way that he wanted. Bucher back at the line. Hits another one. Tabor already checked back out, just 40 seconds and 1 foul so far, as Bucher is now 3 for 4 at the charity stripe and has tied up the contest. Nichols, skip pass to Rembert. Back to Nichols, some contact and an awkward fall from Hussein Muhammad. Wincing a little as he gets up, but seems to be walking okay. Unfortunately for him, put a little too much body in that steal attempt. Gavin Nichols seems to be pretty well poised as tough on-ball defense from Muhammad. Rembert drives in, kicks out. Nichols, quick fire. It's good. That's the third three-pointer for the Thunderbirds. Gage Rembert, Reed Myers each with one of their own. And Gavin Nichols, that's his first points of the game. Myers and Nichols offensively being described by Coach Walker as the 1-2 punch offensively when when Tabor Rich is unable to play. Max Bearer has clocked into the game, number 5. Another senior forward. A good spin around from Muhammad, who got a shot off but could not get the courtesy bounce. Rebound to Penn, and here is Myers getting past the on-ball defense. A quick pass over to Bearer, whose three-pointer is no good. Pass up ahead to Bucher. Bucher being guarded by Penn. Penn contact, and it will send Bucher back to the line. Perhaps not the guy to be fouling. He's now made 4 of 5 at the charity stripe. Make that 5 of 6. Myers, past the triple team, kicks out to Rembert. Rembert was down low, but he went outside to Penn. Tipped and kept alive by Nichols. They're back around the Penn. Penn thought about it. Goes to Nichols. Nichols, mid-range jumper, no good. And the rebound controlled by Winooski. It was Abdi Hassan. And here come the Spartans the other way. Enwa to the corner. Mohammed, three-pointer, up and in. And Winooski has their first lead since they were up 2-0. It is 13-11. Rembert, three-pointer, in and out. Penn might have had a hand on that pass as Myers goes, and an alley-oop! Great pass from Myers, who finds the cutting Rembert. And the lead is done away with. Another steal and another attempt. As Nichols goes to Rembert. Penn, three-pointer, up and in! Javondre with his first three-pointer. The 4th long ball for the Thunderbirds. Bucher, who has kept Winooski in it. And off to Enwa. Back to Bucher. Mohammed, mid-range. From just behind the charity stripe, gets it to bounce around and in. Barrett, big pass to Myers. Myers to the corner. Penn gonna try another one. Too much muscle on that one. Tipped by Nichols, but straight to Bucher. Bucher to Enwa. Enwa up ahead to Mathis Valario. Enwa goes to the top, where Bucher will calmly reset the offense. Halfway through this second quarter, as Mohammed being guarded by Rembert. Spins around and back up to Enwa. Bobbled it. Calls a new play as Nichols guards him. Dribble handoff, Bucher drives in. And before a shot attempt was fouled, we'll see who they call it on. I believe it will be Bearer. And in fact, it is. And Max Bearer will check back out of the contest. And Tabor Rich checks back in. After missing the Lake Region game, Tabor has now played just 40 seconds, and we'll see if the coaching staff will trust him to finish out this second quarter. Bucher finding himself in friendly territory at the charity stripe. Another conversion. Six of 7 now from Chris Bucher. And a 30-second timeout. Well, to assess it as we are tied, you would think that it is a very, very even game, but to be frank, we haven't seen quite enough from the Missisquoi to know if they are even with the Winooski Spartans or not. And the reason being, the greatest storyline so far has been the turnovers from MVU. Already about 10 in this contest. And you saw a good little spurt of momentum a second ago when they are able to control the ball and not turn it over, and they're able to get some really exciting offense. A good senior class, and aside from the seniors, as mentioned, 3 juniors. So upperclassmen who are familiar with one another and familiar with the style that they want to play. If they can stay on the same page and control the ball, then this game should be theirs to control. I had to mute myself for a second to try to get the attention of the AD. Winooski's got a player locked out of the locker room. Out of a courtesy, they keep the locker room closed during the halves to make sure that the players' equipment, personal property is kept secure during the game, but if the player really needs to use the bathroom and it's locked, it can become a bit of a hassle. Back the other way, it's 17-16 game as Rich is going to back down. Good shot fake. Could not get the roll, but Rich makes short order of his first time in the low block. He sends himself to the line where he is going to have the opportunity to give the home team a lead. This is the first one. And converts the second, knotted up at 17. Bucher driving in. Rich stood his ground and drew the charge. He understood that Bucher at this point, who's made it to the line 4 different times, has a strategy in play. And Rich was ready. Nichols intended for Rich, but telegraphed that one. It's stolen and another turnover. Benoit. Hand off to Bucher. Met up top by Nichols. Nichols with a good on-ball defense, now guarding Mohammed, who thought about kicking it instead. Gets a driving bank shot, and Mohammed puts the Spartans back up by a pair. Myers wedges his way through 3 defenders. Rembert, corner 3, no good. And no rebound for the Thunderbirds either, as Mathis Valerio gets it, picks up ahead, and a runner is going to fall for Mani Hassan. It's now a 4-point Spartan lead as Nichols finds Myers. Trying to figure out how to break this Spartan press. They get it across, but Rembert, with a tight double team, finds Myers, who loses the ball, and another Thunderbird turnover. Mohammed hesitates and gets it to go. And a timeout called by Matt Walker, not surprisingly. Less than 2 minutes to play in the second, and the turnovers for the Thunderbirds have come back to bite them. They have given up a 6-0 run for the Spartans. They trail 23-17. One of the notes that Coach Walker had about this Winooski team, their tendency in years past, is that they are a team who likes to play fast. And when given the opportunity to play in transition, we have seen it certainly over the last minute, their ability to do so. Now, up to this point, Missisquo's turnovers have been when they have been in a, primarily, they have been while set up in the half-court offense. And so it has been a situation where Winooski will inbounds and thus allow MVU time to set up on defense. But the last couple of times we've seen MVU lose it on the dribble, lose it on a pass, and Winooski has confidently gone towards the rim and converted as well. That's a big difference over the last couple of minutes as well, is that Winooski no longer just settling for 3-point attempts. They've started to really take it to the rim. I think Chris Bucher perhaps should deserve the credit as the tone setter in that regard. Myers and Nichols back and forth to Burge. Finds Nichols. Nichols double teamed up top. Hand off to Myers. Myers finds Rembert. Rembert can't convert the alley-oop dunk attempt. He had gotten alley-oop lay-in a moment ago as Bucher in the offensive rebound and the putback puts the Spartans back up by, not back up, up by 8 rather for the first time. Myers finds Penn. Penn almost lost it. Rembert to Nichols. Nichols with the high double team. Inside to Taberge. Taberge backs his way down. Back outside to Nichols. Spot three over the back of the backboard. And an offensive rebound for Thunderbird. Thunderbird, a jump ball. Possession on the scoreboard. Sorry, I was looking at the bonus arrow. The possession to the Thunderbirds. No, it did go to, okay, it was correct. That arrow was for possession. It went to the Spartans. MVU had initially lined up as if they would take it, and I got thrown off. Under a minute now. Winooski trying to make it a double-digit lead. Unable on that shot attempt as Rembrandt gets the rebound. Here's Nichols. Taking his time. No full court press this time. Nichols to Penn. Penn to Myers. Myers to Nichols, inside to Rembrandt. Rembrandt outside to Myers. Myers, his mid-range jumper will fall, and it cuts the lead to a half dozen. 7 points now for Reed Myers. As Enwad drives in, his runner, no good. Thunderbird unable to claim it. Bucher fouled by Rembrandt, puts his head in his hands in frustration. The bonus to Winooski, wrong guy to send to the line. Chris Bucher back where he has got a half dozen points already. He is shooting two. Good touch on the first. And the second one, no good. Chasing down the rebound, Javondre Penn. 10 seconds. Here's Penn the other way. Penn pulls up, finds Thunderbird. Thunderbird over to Penn. Was not squared up and missed the shot. Thunderbird unable to grab it. And it was grabbed by Muhammad, who stepped on the line. There's 1.3 seconds, enough for the Thunderbirds to get one final shot. Coach Sam Jackson of the Winooski Spartans letting his players know they're going for one last shot. Quick one to Myers. Myers attempted a three unsuccessfully, and at the half, our score is Winooski 26, MVU 19. Myers convinced that he was fouled. They're not going to give him the call. Both teams will go to the locker room. The Missisquoi down by 7 and have themselves to blame with a dozen turnovers. They will seek to remedy it in the second half. And we'll have coverage of that second half for you as well.
They'd have to pay you a lot more to keep track of all that. Once again, it is a red ticket, 3948086. We come to the scoreboard area here where I am to pick up your winnings. Once again, winning ticket, 3948086.
Refueled by the best popcorn in the state of Vermont, I'm Wesley Kempton joining you for the second half of this varsity matchup between the MVU Thunderbirds and the Winooski Spartans. MVU, plagued by turnovers in the first half, trails Winooski by 7, but starts with the ball as Drew Taberge goes up top to Gavin Nichols. Javondre Penn finds Reed Myers posting up as Gage Rembert to the elbow extended. Nichols looking for a flashing Rembert. Instead finds Myers, who kicks outside to Rembert. Rembert tried to bounce pass to Myers, who was not paying attention. And on the other end, Hussein Mohammed gets his first basket of the second half. He now has 11 points. And Missisquoi with another turnover. Taberge hustles around and gets his first bucket of the game. Destin Enwa, who had 3 first half points, being guarded by Myers. It was for a moment, but MVU is doing a quick handoff, defensive handoff with the ball handler. Muhammad bodies into Taberge, no foul, a lot of contact. Muhammad has some space, going to try a three-pointer, airballs it, and Enwa went out of bounds with it, tried to save it. The other official clarifying that he did not go out of bounds, which means that it's probably going to be Winooski ball under the basket. Enwa had tried to save it, and I think it had gone off of the jersey of Javondre Penn, who was standing out of bounds. And after that quick turnaround, they find Enwa, who gets another basket to fall. 9 points, the Spartans lead. Rembert turns the ball over, almost rather, as he spun, it went off of a Winooski player. I don't think in the first half Missisquoi went 3 consecutive possessions without a turnover. And they're still searching their first consecutive stretch in this second half. Rembert pulled up his dribble. Goes to Myers. Myers back to Rembert. Rembert with a quick release, but overshoots the mark as the rebound stolen away by Javondre. Javondre with a behind the back pass rather to Nichols, but he was fouled by Enwa before that nifty behind the back pass. That's going to be the first team foul for either side this half, and the first foul of the game on Destin Enwa. Taberge. Myers able to get a little space, finds Devondre Penn. Penn dribbles in to Rembert. Rembert moves in, kicks out. And Penn up top to Nichols. Nichols, the runner, off the front iron. Taberge able to get a hand on it and tips off of the hand of Hussein Mohammed. Nichols goes down low to Rembert. Rembert backs her out a little bit, hangs and off the front iron. Looks frustrated as he comes down the other end. We'll see if he can shake it off. He's able to get that look every time if he wants it. Three-pointer launch, three-pointer no good, and big rebound for Rembert. Grabbed that one with authority as he signals for Myers to come closer. Myers thought about the pass, thankfully didn't put that second hand on the ball. He goes to Nichols, who has a mismatch to post up, but as he turns, he's stolen by Jacoby Hammett. Another Thunderbird turnover. The other way is Enwa, met by Myers. Bucher, several defenders, and it's stolen away as Nichols flicks it up ahead to Myers. Myers almost lost his step and draws contact, stops the clock, and he'll go to the line. Myers had 7 first-half points. Tabor Ridge checks back into the game along with Drew Wood. As Myers converts the second. Enwa to Bucher. Bucher trying to curl and drive in. Met by the barreled chest of Tabor Rich and backed off. And Rich fighting for that rebound. Kept it alive as Devondre Penn dribbles it out. And here's Myers the other way. Nichols in the corner, guarded by Muhammad. Rich backing down his man. Draws contact and gets it to fall. They've been waiting for him to be back, and his presence is immediately known. The one time he got the ball, the low block in the first half, he was able to draw a foul and make 1 out of 2 at the line. Here's a chance for the three-point play. In and out, and the rebound to Bucher. Enwa to Bucher. Bucher. It's called for a travel. The defense was pretty stiff as he tried to work his way inside. And a turnover for the Spartans. As Dude and Hammett come back in. Rich the other way. Finds Wood. It was a good entry pass from Rich, but mishandled by Wood. Winooski made short order of the MVU press attempt. Muhammad works his way out of a potential double team. As Mathis Villario goes back up top to Enwa. Bucher likes curling round to his left and then cutting back to his right. We've noticed it most of the time. That's his MO. Enwa resets. Bucher going to try to back down Rich. Mathis Villario sort of throws up a prayer as Devondre Penn kind of all over the place, but has the rebound. Penn thought about a three-pointer in transition. Skip pass to Rich, who gives it to Nichols, and now Myers for the controlled reset. Rich looks at Nichols. They're not going to have him post up. High screen, and Myers thought about the post up. Rich curling around the screen. Doesn't have anybody down low. Penn finds a posting Myers. Myers is able to get the roll, and MVU has now cut it to a 30-26 contest. Reed Myers now with 10 points. Winooski trying that same play again. 41, they're calling it. Here's Bucher. Skips to the corner. Happy feet, but no whistle. And a body foul on Drew Wood, his second. Team's first of this half, as Trenton Gardner checks back into the contest. Tabor Rich back to the bench. They're letting him do some spurts. They are effective spurts, but they're not going to have him get injured on a December contest. Winooski has had the turnover bug in this half. Another one. As Tabor Rich checks back in for Drew Wood. And that stoppage is going to be used by Winooski as well to get Mani Hassan back in the contest as well. Number 4 checking in. Abdi Hassan, his brother, coming out. Mani, number 4, is just a freshman. His brother Abdi just a sophomore. In fact, Bucher is the only senior on this Winooski squad. The future bright for the Spartans. As Rich, the pass fake, spins around, met by Bucher. A jump ball, possession to the Spartans. Mani Hassan, the freshman. Speak his name and he produces a three-pointer. And it puts the Spartans back up by 7 points. There's an arm foul called on Hussein Muhammad, his second foul. Penn inbounds it safely to Gavin Nichols. Nearing 1 minute left in this third quarter. Nichols finds Penn in the corner. Thinking about it, but Bucher's got a big wingspan and he's guarding it. Under a minute now. Penn finds a good cutting Tabor Rich, and Rich now with 2 buckets this quarter. Rich has 5 points. The Thunderbirds trail by 5 points. Nichols guarding the ball, spin around and easily getting inside, but he kicks outside. And a floater, no good, but Bucher with the rebound. And the putback, no good. Another offensive rebound for the Spartans as Muhammad is going to take his time and reset it. Kicks outside to NY. Three-pointer up. Three-pointer, no good. Another offensive rebound. The freshman Hassan. The 4th shot attempt of the possession as Penn gets the rebound. An ambitious forward pass from Penn to Trenton Gardner, tipped out of bounds. The Thunderbirds will inbound it from their own baseline with 3.6 left in this third quarter. Rich has Penn, looks for Myers, tried to get it to Nichols, it's ripped away, and before the shot attempt, before the steal attempt, Hussein Muhammad kept moving his feet, and it is a turnover. Quick shot from Nichols. No good. The clock did not even start as the officials They're going to ask the scorekeeper to explain themselves. They had been resetting the clock. That's what the issue was. When MVU tried that inbounds, the clock read 0.9. They've reset it to 1.2 seconds. And Sam Jackson wants an explanation here. He is getting it from our officials. They already got to look at what MVU wanted to do. They're going to try it again. Nichols tried to draw contact that time, was unable to convert it. And after 3, it is a 33-28 Winooski lead. Some scoring updates. Destin Enwa with 5 points. Mani Hassan with 5 points. 11 for Hussein Mohammed, 12 for Chris Bucher, none in that third quarter. For MVU, Reed Myers has 10 points, 3 for Javondre Penn, 5 for Gage Rembert, 2 for Drew Taberge, 5 for Tabor Rich, and 3 for Gavin Nichols. Winooski milked every moment that they could out of that quarter break to get their team prepared for this final quarter. Winooski 1-1 this year. Big win over BFA Fairfax, tight loss to Milton. Their loss was by 5 points. 5 points is what they lead by now. As Drew Taberge tries a bounce pass to a cutting Gavin Nichols and throws it away. Hussein Mohammed used his right hand for a left-hand layup. Unsuccessfully. Here's Myers the other way. Behind the back. And then he slows it down. Nichols goes down low to Javondre Penn. The short baseline jumper is good. And Penn cuts it to a 3-point deficit. Hussein Mohammed fouled as he drove in. Drew Wood back in for the Thunderbirds. Bucher driving in, kicks, and another three-pointer from Mani Hassan, his second this half, and a timeout called by Coach Sam Jackson of Winooski after the three-pointer from Hassan puts the Spartans back up by a half dozen. Mani Hassan is a freshman who has hit 2 big three-pointers in this second half. He's got 8 points, makes him the third leading scorer for the Spartans. Interestingly, there are only 4 players who have scored for Winooski. There have been 6 scorers in the contest for MVU. MVU will need to make a couple of stops defensively. They failed to capitalize on several third quarter Spartan turnovers. And as Coach Sam Jackson is known for, Winooski with a full court press rather. He gets it to Burge, who pivots around, and before finding anybody to pass to, a 30-second timeout called by Coach Matt Walker. That's something that Coach Jackson is going to feel very good about and expect to see that press continue for the rest of this fourth quarter. Winooski, as I said, known for that press. That's Sam Jackson's calling card. Often even when they've got a big lead. They press. They've been doing it off and on, but perhaps never as suffocatingly as they did on that possession. Thunderbird caught the ball, was immediately hit by a double team. As he tried to pivot out of it, he realized it was a triple team. Nonetheless, they got it across the timeline, and with 7 to play in this contest, MVU sets up on offense. Skip pass from Myers to Nichols. Rich at the elbow. Over to Myers, three-pointer. Three-pointer no good, but he follows his shot. His runner, no good. And skying for the rebound is Mathis Valario, who kicks it outside to Enwa. Enwa in the corner, goes back outside to Mathis Valario. And the handoff back to the junior point guard as the Spartans set up their offense. Bucher. The runner no good. Offensive rebound unsuccessful. It touched a couple of Spartan fingertips. And here's Rich the other way. One dribble, one step. Shot attempt no good. The other way in transition. It was thrown back from Hassan to Enwa, who is going to hold the ball under his elbow and let the play get called out from the bench. Enwa finds Hassan. Hassan being guarded by Nichols. Nichols got a hand on the ball, and it was enough to disturb Hassan, who found Penn. Myers the other way. Myers trying to draw contact, does so as the layup unable to fall. Myers back at the line where he is 1 for 2. Make that 2 for 3. Drew Wood back in the game. Tabor Rich back to the bench. Josh Young is at the scorer's table, set to give Reed Myers a bit of a breather in the home stretch. And Myers swishes the second. A dozen points for Reed Myers as the Thunderbirds deficit down to 4 points. Speaking of 4, Mani Hassan, number 4, back out of the game. His brother Abdi Hassan, number 5, checks back in. Abdi a little bit taller, but makes sense, he's a year older. Bucher showing great body control to get to the left side, unable to finish as Drew Wood gets the rebound, and in transition, some great ball control and a great finish for Gavin Nichols, who's got 5 points, and it's a 2-point game now. Mathis Valario back to Enwa. Enwa gets past 2 defenders, poked by Nichols. Enwa goes down, Wood fighting for it. Jump ball, possession to the Spartans. mic had inadvertently been muted for that big moment as Gavin Nichols was able to get the go-ahead point. It's a 37-36 Thunderbird lead. Thanks to Gavin Nichols, whose second three-pointer has made the difference. There's Gavin Nichols right on cue with a steal. Pass up ahead to Myers with the left hand, able to finish. Described by Coach Walker as the 1-2 punch, especially with Tabor Rich not in there full time. Myers tries to draw contact unsuccessfully, but Nichols with the offensive board, he loses it. Coming up, a hand from Enwa, but they said that it touched the fingertips of Nichols. No matter, Nichols, a hero at the moment, had the three-pointer to send the home team back up by 1, the steal and the assist to put them up by 3. It's a full court press now for the Thunderbirds as Hussein Mohammed weaves his way through, finds Bucher. Bucher blocked by Rembert, but a body foul on the arm from Penn. The official pointing to the ground, implying that that foul is before the shot attempt. Bucher, who had 12 points in the first half, has not yet scored here in the second half. Josh Young has clocked in, and an easy assist for Enwan, easy bucket for Oliver Mathis Valario. Penn doing a good job of pulling a pass away from a would-be steal. Rembert finds Wood. Wood has it bounce around but can't get the finish. Enwa the other way, guarded by Young. Enwa turns the corner, kicks outside to Bucher. Back up top. Mathis Valario finds the cutter. The floater no good. Offensive rebound for Enwa. Here's Bucher, and he gets his first points of the second half emphatically to put the Spartans back on top. Myers taking his time, knowing the propensity for the Spartans to double team immediately after the break. They didn't need to double team there as the pass went past the fingertips of Wood, and Winooski gets it back. MVU back to their turnover ways. Enwa up top to Bucher. Back to Enwa, guarded by Penn. Penn playing very tight defense. Love the intensity from Penn, and a 5-second call forced by Javondre Penn. Exceptional defensive intensity from the junior Javondre Penn, whose on-ball defense forced a rare 5-second violation. And the Thunderbirds get it back with the intention of regaining the lead. Nichols to Penn. Penn, spot up, three-pointer, in and out. And the rebound to Mathis Valario. Pivots around, finds Enwa. Tight defense from Wood. And poked away by Myers, but he couldn't control it. Winooski will inbounds from their own baseline. Stolen! Myers with the left hand! It's good! 16 points for Reed Myers. 2 big lay-ins this quarter with the left hand. This one, the opportunity for a 3-point play. Can't get it. And Bucher with the rebound, fouled by Rich. That'll be Tabor's second foul. And the third team foul, so Bucher does not go back to the line where he has made a home for himself in this game. Enwa, quick pass back from Mohammed. A smart, quick pass back from Hussein Mohammed, who was almost double teamed in the corner. The ball foul on Reed Myers, on the ball foul rather. His second, 4 team fouls, so the next one for the Thunderbirds will send Winooski to the line. Good hesitation from Dahir Daoud, who gets his first bucket of the game. He's just a sophomore. He's put Winooski back on top. Penn tried to bounce pass to Myers, went off the leg of Mathis Valario. Nichols. Under 2 to play, it's a 1-point game. Looking to his left, he finds Rich rather, the elbow extended. Penn looking around. Bounce pass to Rembert. Rembert back up to Penn. Nichols with the pass to Myers, trying to back down with the left hand, no good. And tipped out from Winooski. It'll stay the Missisquoi ball under their own basket. Penn tried the short pass to Rich. Knocked out. Nichols dumps inside to Rich. Rich backs his way around. Can't get the roll. Winooski comes up with it. Mathis Valario squeaks by 3 defenders as he shot fakes past Rembert, and Mathis Valario just with the full length of the court for his second bucket of the game. Rich thought he was fouled while trying to catch the loose ball. No foul, but in the attempt to steal, Winooski steps on the line, and in front of their own bench, Myers will inbound. 1 minute, 2 seconds to play. A 3-point game. Penn from the corner. Tries to create space. Quick pass to Rembert. Shot fake. Short jumper. No good. It's tipped and kept alive. Nichols resets up above the 3-point line. Almost loses the ball. 45 seconds. Quick pass over to Myers. Inside to Rembert. Rembert. Shot fake. Pivots. Outside to Rich. 3-pointer. Way too much. Stolen away by Myers. And Myers kicks outside. Nichols for 3. It's good! Gavin Nichols has hit 2 second-half 3-pointers, one to give the Thunderbirds their first second-half lead, the other to retie the game. Winooski will hold for the last shot, 10 seconds. Here's Muhammad. Muhammad driving in. Off the backboard, good! 2 seconds! The clock is going in a timeout from Missisquoi. They may put a little time back on the clock. Hussein Muhammad had 9 first-half points prior to that shot. Just 1 basket here in the second half. As Coach Sam Jackson confirming that it is going to be a full timeout. The scoreboard shows how much time both squads have to consult with their rosters in this timeout. 45 seconds remaining, but we don't yet know how much time will be on the clock when this timeout is through. At the time that the official blew the whistle, it was stopped at 1 second, but the official immediately ran over to the scorer's table, suggesting that there may be some more time. It will be a difficult task for the Thunderbirds, however, as they will have to inbound the ball from the opposite baseline. Coach Jackson stressing to his Spartan players not to foul. If MVU is trying a desperation heave and they are fouled, then they will be at the line with the chance to go ahead. That is the last thing that the Spartans want. Officially, out of the timeout, there are 2 seconds remaining in this contest. Incredible savvy from Hussein Muhammad, a sophomore, who hit the runner off the glass to put the Spartans up by 2. 2 seconds to go, they go to the senior Tabor Rich to inbound the ball. Rich going to try the baseball pass. looking for Nichols, overshoots his mark. Here's Rembert, the jumper, no good! And the Spartans hold on to the victory. Their second win of the season, a nail-biter that the Thunderbirds would love to have over again. The senior leadership was enough to get the Thunderbirds back into contention, but the turnovers too much and too costly as they fall to 0-5 on the season. In concluding this broadcast, I want to take a moment again to thank our community sponsors that make our live sports coverage possible. Splish Splash Clean and Clear, Northwestern Rehab Services, Notch Vermont, My Healthy Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans and East Fairfield, and Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to help sponsor our live coverage, you can reach out to Paul Snyder at Northwest Access TV. You can check out the website for more details, northwestaccess.tv. We'd also like to again thank Northwestern Counseling and Support Services and the Afterglow Foundation. The two organizations have been working to prevent suicide deaths in our community. If you are concerned about yourself or a loved one, there are people in our community that can help. Reach out to NCSS 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on its confidential emergency services line, 802-524-6554, and then press 1. Or you can always call, text 988. One call, text, or chat could save a life. Thanks as always for listening. Missisquoi falls to 0-5. Winooski improves to 2-1. Be sure to also check northwestaccess.tv for coverage updates and find what are the local sports that we are proud to bring you throughout the season. For Northwest Access, I'm Wesley Kempton. Thanks for listening and have a happy new year.